My one fear was that we wouldn't have any yard left because I did kind of set an impossible task.
The key to this backyard is that they really, really like their grass.
If we come back and there is no grass in the backyard, I feel like it was one of the main reasons that we fell in love with this house.
The importance of a backyard and how functional it is for that young family is key.
So you're saying the backyard's only that now?
We got to bring it forward. The biggest thing that we found to be challenging was just the ratio of the size. So a pool, an extended house, an outdoor entertaining area with an undercover, which was with a barbecue, but still retaining some lawn.
And we have tried so hard to give them the backyard of their dreams in the space we had to work with. When you're renovating a home and you're adding an extension, it's really challenging to get the proportions just right.
They wanted a pool, they wanted an outdoor entertaining area with open plan kitchen, dining, living. So just getting those ratios right, like how much grass is enough for the kids to play on, how much depth do we need in an outdoor entertaining space. This is huge, honestly. I reckon we could bring it in.
And so we have to really get it absolutely right, and we have to get it right now, because once the frame and everything goes up, we're stuck with it.
We got to bring it forward. Yeah, I agree.
Just for a family home.
Yeah.
Putting in a pool was really important in this house for the homeowners. We had to get the shape and size just right. The proportions had to be right. The depth had to be perfect, which meant it had to be a concrete pool. And of course, concept pools are the guys we always turn to. And Phil and the team have done a great job of getting it just into the right spot with the right depths. And it's actually almost out of ground. It's almost an above ground pool towards the back of it. So it's tricky and you can't go back and fix things later. So that's why you need to use the best.
So this backyard had nothing before. Although what it did have is where this pool is now, this outdoor space had basically a shed. So the shed's been ripped away. So what the shed enabled us to do, we already had a lot of digging done. So we only had to dig a little bit more to get the pool at the level. We've got some beautiful new fencing going in. Outside here, this area is going to be undercover. So what we'll have out here is a barbecue over there, and I'm going to picture a loungy dining space. And then a couple of steps down into a backyard. Now we wanted to make sure we had enough grass. 3 young kids in this family. We wanted to make sure there's enough space to kick a ball around. We'll leave that to them to set it up as they wish with the kids. So I love what we're doing out here because it was important to the clients. They wanted an alfresco area undercover.
Yeah.
And we're delivering on that because, so not all of it though. We're not putting all of it undercover.
No, so only this side.
This section. And then we've got this gorgeous little section here because often council determines what you can and can't do. So see our little curve, our little tree protection zone. That
because of that tree.
Bonnie and Lou will come up with something fantastic to look good and go there.
I'm ready for the big time. I'm headed for the finish line. On time 'cause of big time.
Oh wow, the cladding's gone on.
It is. It's the new James Hardie, the fine texture cladding.
This is the first time we've used the James Hardie fine texture cladding, and it's awesome.
We've looked at it before. We've been trying to find the right project where it really suits.
And then I'm thinking this is the battening.
Yeah, so it comes in the panel, so you can see all those joins there, obviously.
Yeah.
And we'll use the James Hardie accent trim. So
Yeah, I'm gonna
beautiful features there.
pop
Oh,
this
you're
up
right.
now. Yeah, let's have a look. Woo!
That's it.
What do we think, people?
Love it.
The accent trim is installed.
So oyster linen by Dulux is our base for the house exterior.
Nice.
The
That's
base colour.
beautiful. It's so
It's really soft.
It's got a lovely green in it.
Yeah. So I think they're tossing up whether they paint the trim or not.
We'll put the trim on and then decide. But
Well, we can decide later.
Oh,
and this
so
is the big
grand.
fixed pane of glass coming. So you know that's waiting.
that'll be a big piece.
There'll be crane day where that guy comes in.
When the sun goes down on the river
So we're all set to go this morning out on site. We've got the final piece of our puzzle to be put in or craned in this morning. So the crane is being set up behind me. You can see the big sucker piece of equipment that's going to go onto the glass, and then they'll lift that up over the pool and put it into position in our frame that's already been installed.
Ain't nothing gonna hold me back. Now I'm on the move, got nothing to lose. Like a freight train off the tracks. Come on up the mountain. Set yourself free. Oh, set yourself free.
Look at how huge they are.
Whoa! Oh my gosh.
Aren't they beautiful?
The steg bar sliding doors out the back here are just fantastic. I didn't believe they would be that tall. Even though they're really tall and big, they're really smooth. They're not
Yeah.
heavy to push at all.
No, they're not at all. They're really nice, aren't
Oh, hey, now, like even just out
Look
here,
at the
imagine being
sun.
out
It's
here.
gorgeous.
they? And this is that the new product by James Hardy.
Yeah, fine
Fine-
texture cladding,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
It's cool, hey?
Yeah, it's gorgeous. When I was here, it wasn't painted, I'm
But
sure.
you can see the joins in it.
Yeah.
The joins are all being battened out.
Yeah, it's like the
Incredible.
battening out down here.
Yeah.
Alright, look where we started.
So we're bringing some rustic charm, and one of my favourite things we're doing is we've sourced this amazing recycled timber.
They're thick, they're solid, they're beautiful. It gives the property not only depth but also texture.
From an old bridge that has been taken down in Inverell. I think it's going to be a real feature of the rear of this house.
Good roots grow in the garden. If you're looking for a good time, call me. I'll be there before you even know it. It's no trouble, don't mean a thing. Snap your fingers and I'm on.
So we're at the house today and we've got a lot going on. I've got the pool tiler behind me starting the really intricate colours going on our beach area.
I got everything you need.
It's exciting. So when you build a pool, we've built a few over the years. We've actually tiled that step for the first time ever, which we haven't done in a pool.
But bringing a bit of fun, a bit of character, a pop of colour with the steps in the pool, with the pool tiles, it's just a winner.
Originally, we were going to wrap it down to the face,
Yes.
the front face. Can't do that because we would have to stop short because it obviously goes into from a curve.
Got
So then
you.
we said, do we wrap it just to the top of that first step?
I love that. I personally, I do love the idea of just continuing it up on those edges. I think it would look really expected because the top step runs up to the waterline tile.
Yeah.
So I feel like it would be really nice and make a moment out of the shallow end.
Yeah.
I think wrapping it, no matter how wrong we get the pattern, it's better than not wrapping it, in my view. Okay?
Oh no, I think if we get the pattern wrong, it's wrong.
But we won't. It'll be so minor.
Yeah.
It's one of those things no one will know except us. For also everyone watching this video. But apart from everyone watching this video, no one will know that we didn't get it right. Okay?
No, it should be wrapped. I think the tiler will get it right, so I think it's fine.
That's a wrap.
The pergola out the back, it's just beautiful. I love the fact that we've gone with reused timber.
The inspiration that we always had was a softer finish, so it came up, you know, like you see with the rafters where they're ever so slightly curved on the ends. If this was plain timber and we were painting it, I would 120% do that.
Yeah.
If we do this, we don't know how red the timber is going to be inside. It will age. It'll age exactly the same as what it's aged now, but for the interim, it might be a little bit red.
Got it.
Yeah.
So it's either leave it as is
Or-
cut it back with a curve.
Yes.
Revealing a bit of red. I vote for cutting it off, curving it.
Yeah.
And I even think if it's a little bit red, can't we just throw a little bit of
The
bit of that,
stain?
yeah, a bit of that white grout we're doing on the brick. Just get up there with a sponge and just give it a little bit of a sponge.
I think we could stain it with something to just take the edge off.
Just take the edge off. Even a little bit of foundation, some concealer.
Hey brother, it's time to put your hands up, 'cause we're building a stage to stand on. Oh, we're building.
Courtney, it is motoring along so much now,
It
coming to
is.
site today. Okay, so landscaping. So this time around, I have jumped on High Pages.
Okay, great.
Yeah,
Yep.
I know we had a really good experience looking for a render on High Pages.
Yep.
So I think jumping on and getting a landscaper on High Pages is the way to go.
Yeah,
They're
absolutely.
vetted, they're accredited, they're all that kind of thing. So
Yep, definitely.
found a guy that looks the part.
Okay.
He's local. He can come quote this afternoon.
Okay, great.
So Daniel from Detailed Landscapes.
Yep.
He comes with really good references.
Yep.
Which is what we want.
Absolutely.
So I'm thinking let's just get together and go through the landscape plans
The
that we
layout.
have. And we
Perfect.
can brief him this afternoon.
Yeah, that sounds great.
From the ground it began on, and we're building a stage to stand on. Oh, we're building a stage to stand on.
I think prior to the renovation, the property and the yard and the house were very separate from each other. I don't even think the backyard probably got used at all because they were so disconnected. Now you've just got this beautiful flow. You've got 3 steps down to the grass, which is fabulous. The pool's on the same level as the extension of the house.
Standing strong.
Building a concrete pool takes time. And so it's so great once it's cured, fully dried out, all been beaded, to start to fill it up and see that beautiful blue or bluey green colour you've chosen actually appear. And so I cannot wait to have it filled, get that sun shining on it for us to go, yes, that colour choice was right.
Stand on. Oh, we're building a stage to stand on.
I love this little barbecue area.
You know what I love? A flat barbecue.
Yes, I've got one of these.
Yeah, it's
Absolutely love the flat
my
top.
one was like that. It just felt like it was so much harder to clean. Like this one, you can just literally go like that.
Yes.
It's so much easier, aren't they? Oh, this is our 2C as
Our
well.
2Z, yeah.
Is that the
yeah.
same as yours?
Yeah, yeah. I love it. We use it all the time.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Don't you hate it when you've just bought some things and then they go on sale and you realise you could have saved money if you'd bought them at the right time? Well, that's what we're here to solve. We created the 3 Birds Dream discount card where the discounts are available every single day of the year. So you don't have to wait for the sales. You can get those savings when you need them. And we're talking across every category you can think of. Furniture, artwork, homewares, flooring, renovating products like tiles and tapware and paving and pool supplies, windows, doors, you name it. We have found our favourite suppliers and negotiated a discount with them that you can enjoy every day of the year. You never have to pay full price again. It is so exciting when the homeowners arrive to see their newly renovated home for the first time. Erin's always very excited. We're both always very relaxed. But Bonnie is always very nervous because she just so much wants them to love it. And we do too, don't get me wrong, but we're not worried. We know they're going to love it. She just wants to wait till they step through the door and see the looks on their faces, but it's really exciting.
Ah, look.
My one fear was that, because we did have this like lovely, massive, big yard. And so I guess I was really nervous that we wouldn't have any yard left because I did kind of set a impossible task in that I wanted, I wanted the pool, I wanted the flow on to the backyard, and looking back on it, the backyard we had, it was not really functional. Whereas this yard, yes, it has grown a little bit smaller, but like it actually doesn't feel like that.
Oh my gosh, I love this. I've been seeing this everywhere, this sort of pink. Oh, it's so beautiful. And look at this beautiful garden.
You see, this is a barbecue.
Oh, look.
Oh, your sausages.
At a fridge, boys.
Ooh.
And it's going to be such a usable space for us and our family, and getting rid of that, crappy garage we had and putting a pool there is just, the perfect use of space. We're going to spend, our life in that pool.
Right out onto the lawn.
Love the pool. I want to get in there right now.
I love the little seats on the edge of it.
Yeah.
Aren't they
love
cool?
that-
They live
that,
over.
that pattern that
Yeah.
carries over here too.
Yeah.
I've watched all their YouTubes, I've watched the transformations, but when it's your own home, like it's such an overwhelming feeling, and it's even greater than you can, your mind can imagine. You just are blown away by the level of detail, the thought in the color schemes, just every part of the house is just so well thought out. It's just overwhelming, really.
Our story starts here.
I have had a little glimpse into the team behind, just the girls. And, I know that it takes a lot of people to pull this together. And I've had a few interactions with different people, and I just, I want to say thank you. They're such amazing humans, such amazing quality, and really, really thankful, grateful for all the work, and also, that you've cared so much about, how we would feel and how we'd be able to live in this house.
Our stories, our stories, our stories.
I think this house will allow Craig and I to be the best versions of ourselves and the best parents we can be. We feel truly grateful that we're fortunate enough that we can give our children like their own room. We've all got our own space, and we've got this great area that we can all come together as a family and, grow up together and be more social, like have friends round and have little kids round and have the cousins over and just really enjoy each other.